Amigos, amigas, friends, my friends, everybody. You know who this is? Of course, this is Thunder Rosa. And I want to introduce to all of you guys, all of you, this absolutely amazing channel. This is the Dre 41 Gaming channel. And if you haven't seen this, guys, you are watching Dre 41.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Drake41, aka Mr. 4K, aka Drake41, and I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about PWR Rivals. The season number 4 is next week, so we start PWR Rivals next week with a PWR Rivals show each Monday, usually at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The first month is already completed. First month is already completed. The pay-per-view is already completed. I'm working on month number 2. The pay-per-view for the first month is a Danger Zone. And just so you guys know, this is the very first episode of PWR Rivals, which came out July 24th, 2018. That was a minute ago. That was a minute ago. But I wanted to just talk to you guys real quick just about the plans that I have for Rivals and what I want to do for season number 4 to separate what PWR is to other leagues. So originally PWR was supposed to be more like a sim league. It still is to a certain extent. I mean, because it's simulated matches. But it's more of a TV show now, I want to say. I want it to be more storyline driven, not just the matches. Matches are important, but I feel like the storyline would be a lot better. Another thing that I want to do is, and that you'll see in season number 4, is utilizing more local talent. And what I mean by that is, it's not like somebody creating a bunch of wrestlers and I'm gonna job them out. No, what I'm gonna do is I'll just make, and if somebody wants to submit some generic wrestlers to get their boot smoked, fine, cool, if they're okay with that. But my thing is like, when the stars of PWR face each other, it needs to mean something. So it could be situations where a top star is, battling and beating up, local talent guys who are challenging them, or just matches to where like somebody makes a debut and they got to squash somebody. I don't want it to be against a already credible star in PWR, because I want, and I won't be able to do this all the time, but I want to be able to make matches at pay-per-views mean more, mainly because you get to see stars wrestle on Rivals, but you get to see stars face each other on pay-per-views. It will be something that I will implement here and there, and it will be also, women cause, male cause. It will be both. I don't know. Like, for me anyway, it's something that I want to try. I'm not gonna say that I'm going to be able to do it perfectly, but it's something that I want to try. It's almost like a Saturday Morning Superstars. It's sort of like an old school thing, which I'm kind of against, to be completely honest. But I feel like it would help certain storylines. And to keep it 100, like, I am utilizing that with one storyline. Just not to, I'm not going to give no spoilers out, but I really like how the first month of PWR has turned out. I'm going to, like, and I know, like, people always say that, like, they selling it, but no, it's just like, with the storylines, the cutscenes, everything, just, I'm just really happy with how the way season 4 is turning out, and everybody that did cutscene work. Thank you guys so much. Like, you guys are making us stand out from other, I want to say E-Feds, because I really don't feel like PWR is an E-Fed. I really don't. I don't think it's a sim fed. I feel like it's a production. I truly feel like it's a production. And yeah, like that's the goal, man. Like, just to really stand out, and eventually, and I gotta learn how to do this, and this is gonna take me forever, so don't even expect it for season number 4. it's it's to eventually do like special effects, layovers, things like that. I want to learn how to do it. It's probably not going to be an easy process. It's probably going to take a minute to be able to do it. But I'm ready to see if I can add a little bit of something different to PWR. I don't want to use the overlays that the game always gives you, and sometimes it doesn't show the logos and just a lot of other nonsense. Like, I want it to just stand out. I want to also, and this is another thing, I also want to change the announcing in it. And what I mean by that is not using JoJo, because JoJo gets drunk sometimes on tag team matches, and that just kills it. Like, it kind of kills the production value, because it's like the announcer. I just want a different announcer, and I feel like that's something that I'm gonna have to do more than likely, because I know who's in the roster. And then not only even that, just setting up the audio files for each entrance. I also, and I'm so stupid because I've had all of this software, and I, for whatever reason, just didn't really use it. I don't know why, but I also have like the reverb and everything. Like, so when you're talking on the mic, it sounds like you're talking on the mic. So that's something I'm gonna use. Hopefully, it doesn't sound crazy. For the second month, I'm going to use it. I just got some audio files, so I'm going to use those and see how that works. So yeah, the season is only going to be 6 months. I think I said that already. It's going to be 6 months, take some time off, another 6 months, so on and so forth. And then, like I said, this year, I'm bugging. That with the time I'm taking off, I'm going to be like, getting storylines ready, things like that. And another thing that I was thinking about, because I got a lot of Japanese wrestling games, I don't think I would, and here's the problem with that too. Trying to, man, I don't know if I should, okay, fine, I'll say it. So I was thinking about possibly, like, not having PWR rivals next season, and bringing a good portion of the roster over to a Japanese game. I don't know if it will work. I'm not sure, but I feel like it could. It would definitely be, a task, because you can't create 100 wrestlers. You can't create 50 wrestlers in some of these older wrestling games. So I'll have to see. I'm not sure. That was just something I was thinking about, because they have a lot of good moves in that game, and just, changing it up. And not even only just that, it wouldn't even be like the complete PWR roster. It would only be a couple of them, because it would be in Japan. So it would be, different wrestlers that are from Japan, or maybe from Europe or Australia or something like that. It's just mixing it up for PWR. And then even this season, right? I had an idea on where it could possibly go with getting to Super Battle 86. In which I know I posted a picture of Super Battle 86 pay-per-view arena. Yeah, you can scrap that. I'm completely changing it. I'm completely changing it. So Super Battle 86 is going to have a very, very different look, and I think you guys will like the look that I updated it with. It's I'm not even going to sit there and say what it is, but it's going to be very, very surprising. What was I saying? So yeah, possibly having PWR in Japan. And I don't even know so much if it, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say it. Let me stop. Let me relax. I'm gonna put that in my back pocket. I'm gonna put that in my back pocket. I got this idea. I got this idea. Alright, so Another thing, um, season number 4 is, I'm thinking about putting out specials, PWR live shows here and there, just if like people want to have like special matches, or, and these matches are exhibition matches. They're not. I mean, they could be used. I guess, yeah, they'll be used for storyline purposes. So let's say, for instance, if like I can get a couple of matches where somebody wants to face somebody and I can get it all booked, let's say at least 3 matches for a show, I could do it on PWR Live and I'll upload it, I don't know, I'll broadcast it probably on a Thursday or something like that. But here's another thing that goes just into what I'm doing on my channel, period. In the month of January, you will see New Japan Pro Wrestling Token Ratsuden 3. There's going to be episodes that come out there. So it's whatever I do decide to do with additional PWR episodes, it's not going to be on the same date where other shows are on. So I got to figure out my scheduling and get that set. Because even in February, my scheduling is going to be really tough. PWR will always be on Mondays. And the pay-per-views will always, either depending on the size of the pay-per-view, how long it takes. I don't want you guys to sit and watch a 3-hour long pay-per-view. It's going to be probably a 2-day event, and that's usually what I do for Super Battle 86, because man, that's a huge pay-per-view. And yeah, I just really feel like you know, with your guys' help, you know, with the rosters and the people who do want to do promos. And oh, here's another thing that's really important, and I forgot to say this. I'm going to be 100% open with you guys about this. The more promoted storylines will be the ones with voiceovers. I cannot sit there and put, and this is me being completely honest, because this is what I'm looking for. I can't put you in like a top storyline if you can't do voiceover. If you can't do that, then I mean, I can still use your call. Like, that's not disqualifying your call from being in matches or being in storylines, but the top storylines will always have voiceover. The top storylines have to have voiceover. We got to stand out, and you can get people, you know, on YouTube who can edit matches and put these spot fests on in these matches, which is cool. Like, I'm not even mad about that. Like, that's tough to me. But honestly, the way I feel about it is, I rather have, like, when somebody's cutting a promo, you know, you get to hear the person. You know, you don't read the text, because some people don't like reading text. Another example, I had to do, and I only did it for a couple of episodes because, man, it's really tough, playing Wrestle Kingdom, and I literally had to use Google Translate and type out everything the person is saying, and some of their promos are way too long. So thinking about even doing that, you know what I'm saying, just for PWR, I want them to hear the character. I want them to be able to build the character up. And that's another thing. For me, it's like, it's not even so much of just building you up for PWR, but other people watch PWR and then they want to use your call. Like, that's another thing, is to showcase your call and give it a personality as opposed to just how it looks. You know what I'm saying? Giving a voice to the character. And that's a big step. I mean, shoot, back on July 24th, 2018, when this episode first aired, I didn't think about doing voiceovers. I never even thought about that. My thing was just having a sim league that looked realistic, that seemed like it could be an actual, you know, wrestling company. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just something I was thinking about. Another thing that I wanted to do is, and I'm gonna have to learn how to do like special effects with this one, is finding out how to do promos with tag teams. That's another thing I really want to do, because like, I even had I'm not even gonna say their name, but I had like a tag team hit me up and they were saying like they want to do promos, but I'm just like, I don't know how to do promos with 2 people like in the ring. It just might have to be on the stage or green screen it or something. I don't know. I have to figure it out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens because honestly, I really want to hear a promo from these people. I do. I'm not even gonna tell you who the tag team is, but I definitely want to hear a promo from them. I want to see. I definitely want to see how it goes. Um, what else? So I mean, that's kind of about it. Just making sure that if you do want to do promos, you do want to go into a storyline. And once again, guys, it doesn't necessarily have to be a storyline in the ring. If you just have like a promo that you want to cut, or like a little skit that you want to do, send it to me. Like, I will use it. But you have to understand, like, based on the time you send it is when I'm, you know what I'm saying, is when I'm going to use it. Like, for the first month, it's already in the bag. Like, it's already set. All the matches are set, everything. It's on, it's on YouTube already. So, first month is already set. I'm going to start recording month number 2 probably this upcoming weekend. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. This is Monday that this is airing, right? This is Monday the 28th, right? I suggest to you, before this weekend, send me any attire updates that you have, because I'm telling you, I'm going to more than likely record the second month in a weekend. This next weekend. 4 episodes of PWR, and then the pay-per-view the following weekend. I'm trying to bang out PWR shows, because I'm telling you, February is already jam-packed. February already has a ton of Wrestle Kingdom episodes that you guys definitely should watch, because I did a lot of Google Translate, and it was very difficult to make a coherent promo, because changing Japanese characters to English and making it make sense is difficult. Google Translate does not do that completely well. It's very difficult, but let's stay on PWR. Another thing is shout outs to, and see, I don't want to put him over too much. Shout outs to Spike for doing the intro. Spike, I'm gonna need another intro from you, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the later on, and we'll talk about it. But I'm definitely going to need an intro, and I'm gonna do this because I don't want to put like a bunch of work on the roster. I got to do like a pay-per-view intro, like a generic pay-per-view intro, because the one thing that is difficult, because I have all these scheduled shows, is I can't use what happened in the shows before the pay-per-view when I'm recording everything in one time. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I will learn as I go. But I'm gonna do a generic intro for the pay-per-views. Some of them I'll be able to do pay-per-view specific ones, like Super Battle 86 is going to get its own intro, of course. It's a lot of things that I want to do with PWR. Like I said, if you have a storyline in mind, I am telling you, just send it to me and I will use it. Now, it all depends on where I can fit it in the show, but I am going to use it. Last season I was a little bit wishy-washy with it, and because I didn't have like a recording schedule set. Now I do. So it's better for me, because now it's like I can get the 4 episodes out in a weekend, like get all the recording done, and I edit it like throughout the week, and I'm good. But and then like getting the storylines, the cutscenes and everything. Sometimes it takes me 2 weeks, sometimes, but I don't really trip about that too much. I'm not really too worried about that. Yeah, just send me your stuff so I can get everything set up, get the shows going, and like I said, you don't have to. I said this before. You do not have to be in a wrestling match to have a storyline. I am not even playing with you. You don't. I don't need you to be in a wrestling match to have a storyline. There are, and you'll see it in season number 4, where there's promos with people who aren't wrestling. Like, there are promos with people who aren't wrestling, and I think that's really good. Like, you don't need that. Like, you don't need to have a match. I mean, you've seen it already with AV. And I knew you guys were surprised with that one. I was looking through the comments like, yo, they're gonna be like, yo, what is this with the AV? And you see an actual video of AV. Like, that to me right there is stepping it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going to. I don't want to feel like I'm chasing you guys to necessarily have um, a storyline. You know, like some people just like having their calls being simmed and that's it. You know, cool. It is what it is. Like, um, shoot. I mean, it's just some people don't or can't do promos, and I completely understand that. But as PWR becomes more of a show, a call showcase, I have to invest in the roster members who are invested in doing voiceovers, because that it just immerses you into the story. It makes you more invested in what happened. So that's just something that I wanted to do, you know. And you know, this is just a preview talk of season number 4 of PWR. Once again, season 4, the first month and pay-per-view is already set. The only thing I gotta remember to do is to tweet out the match card a couple of hours in advance, because I already have them set. Like, I saved them as drafts on the PWR Twitter. I just forgot, like, because I recorded them so far in advance, I forget what day each event comes out on until I got a notification on my phone, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot. Like, yeah, so that's on me. Doing it in advance has its advantages and disadvantages, because you completely forget when the show happens and who wins and things. Like, I'm serious. Like, you gotta think, if I recorded season 4 first month 2 months ago, you think I remember who won matches? Like, I remember that there's promos. I don't remember the placement of the promos, anything, but yeah, I feel like I truly feel like this season 4 is going to be an evolutionary stage in PWR. Not even to make it sound like something big or something crazy like that, but it's definitely going to show that from season number 1 to season number 4, the game has been stepped up, and that PWR is kind of setting itself apart as much as it can from everyone else. Damn, I forgot the Authors of Pain was in the first episode. What the hell was I thinking? What the hell? I don't get it. This doesn't make sense. It's fine though. Well, I mean, whatever. Oh, another thing. I am going to bring in wrestlers from different organizations. I do remember saying that PWR will have like actual wrestlers, which we do here and there. We sprinkle them out. It's not going to be as heavy-handed as it has been in other years. And honestly, it's never really been heavy-handed. It's kind of been like sprinkled along here and there just for, you know, pop. Just for a pop. Like Super Battle 86, where I used Sami Callihan, or Conor McGregor, which I'm still going to use because he's with the Violence United, Violent Gentlemen. Still going to use him. But I did have a talk with them just about like if they're looking what they're you know what they want to do. I want to make sure I get the roster updates that's needed. I do have people still hitting me up wanting to join PWR. I don't just want them to join and not have a storyline set, so I'd much rather not just sign them until I'm ready. So if anybody still is interested in joining PWR, just know that I'm trying to respond to you guys when I can, and I don't want to sign you guys just to sign you. I also want you guys to, you know, if you're invested in your character to do voiceover, cool. If you can't, then once again, to be completely transparent, I don't want you to think that like, you know, I'll be able to use you every week, because I want to use the people who are going to do the voiceovers. So I do hit people up. It's not going to be the same people at the top all the time. It's not. Well, hopefully, I don't know. I don't get to control who wins, you know. But I mean, I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm not gonna sit there and like record matches over and over and like that's a lot of time. I'm not gonna do all that. I'll just make it work with whatever happens, to be completely honest. And, you know, and then even like doing cutscenes. You know how long it takes to do these damn cutscenes? like the loading times and putting it all together, adding the crowd effects, man, listen, it's crazy. It is crazy. I mean, I know you guys are looking at the screen like, damn, like Joe Blade and was in a tag team match. Like, what is this against? Yeah, this is crazy. I'm looking back at these matches and I'm just like, wow, like this is wild. Like this is really wild. Like how the roster looked back in the day as opposed to what it is now. Like the people who came through PWR, to the roster now and everything like that. So I mean, it's to me it's pretty cool to see that that these matches happened, and that they're on my, you could watch all of these matches. You could watch all of these. All of these are, on a playlist. You could watch them in chronological order, or you can watch them however way you want. Cheap plug. But yeah, like I said, season number 4 is next week. If you have any questions, you can definitely hit me up. I'll answer them as best of my abilities. Also, once again, I am recording season number 4, month number 2, this weekend. So please, wow, look at this, G-string. Look at this. Look at G-string. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Don't we miss G-string? If y'all don't remember him, I probably don't. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Oh my goodness, look at this. I was about to just end the video, but now I gotta see what happens. Now I gotta see what happens here. We got LAX going up against To Be Continued. To Be Continued. That is ew. Oh, but yeah, nonetheless though, what I'll do is, you guys can hit me up and we'll figure everything out. Look at these dudes. Oh my, he got the Jerry Curl juice dripping. To Be Continued with the black and the green. Oh, shout out to Ken Washington. Wow, the Enforcer versus Ace Spade? Bruh, our original roster. We had like wrestlers who looked real and then wrestlers who looked completely the opposite. I forgot about the Enforcer. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. This is the Enforcer before Dustin Jeffries. Ooh, damn. This is the original Enforcer in PWR. I don't know who this dude is. I don't know who this dude is, yo. I don't remember him. I swear I do not remember this dude. I do not remember this dude at all. This is wild. I really don't. But it is what it is. Like I said, like I was saying, just hit me up. Either on the my Dre41 Twitter or the PWR one. I would say better the PWR one, so I can, have one place where everybody hits me up at. And, let me know when your attire is up or whatever the case is, and I'll grab it when I can. Before I do the recording on the weekend, I go through community creations and I put in PWR and see, okay, whose attire I have to update. So that's usually what I do. So to be completely honest, you do have until next Saturday to submit your updated attires. Don't change the face morphs, because I'm just literally, what I do is copy the attire onto the card that I already have of yours. If you sit there and you changed a bunch of stuff, I can't take it. I could just do attire updates, moveset updates, entrances updates, and if you send me a call and you say, yo, I got a new entrance, please take the music off. No music. Take the movies off the screen. I don't need none of that stuff. Take all that stuff off. So no music, no the videos that show on the Titantron and everything else. Take all that stuff off. I don't need none of that stuff shown. And that's really about it. That's really about it. So yeah, guys, subscribe if you haven't already. I have a bunch of videos already on my YouTube channel that are coming out this month, next month, month after. It's crazy. Like it's wild. Other than that, guys, stay safe. Catch you guys on season number 4 of PWR next week, 7 p.m. Monday. Stay safe. Later.